Hi everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome to Your Home, Your Happy Place. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Oh my goodness, I love it when we have an influx of new people. And just as an update, I am a former interior decorator, former stager, and still currently a realtor. I love homes and I also love entertaining. And so I mix a lot of those things in here on this channel. We also started a challenge as of today. It's a 10-day challenge for going zero carb. And if you're not familiar with that, check out let's see, I probably have 2 little videos up right now on it. And I guess I'll start a playlist for you. And I hope to come back later today and just touch base with everybody that has decided to join me for 10 days. If you can make 10 days, it'll at least give you an opportunity to figure out whether you want to stay with it and give it 90 days. And once you've done 90 days, most people don't want to go back. So, all right, what have we done so far for fall? Well, I gave you a marathon, actually 2. From a previous year. We have done a kitchen vignette up over my freezer and refrigerator. We've done my breakfast room table setting, and we've done the entire screen porch so far. I've also had 2 hauls in there, and I did something on the beginning of decorating with the senses in mind. And so that one was smell. And the next one I want to bring you is going to be touch and visual, because we all know there's a reason they have a sign in a lot of places. Where we were just at, we were at a historic hotel this weekend, and there were a lot of signs that said do not touch. And the problem with it is that when we see something that we're intrigued by, especially if it has something that we think might have a tactile feel to it, we want to touch it. So I'll be bringing you that in the next 2 weeks. So today, I know we're going to start over here. I don't know if we'll finish this room. And I'm going to start with the foundation. I'll take you over there and show it to you. This I put here as soon as we moved in, and I'm not moving it. It is a very thin console, as you can see. And I really did try to replace my buffet lamps, but I never found anything that I liked better yet. And it's not because I don't like these. I looked really for some shades, because if I just change out the shades, I still get this beautiful skinny gold textured stem of a lamp. I don't even know what to call that. I know there's a name. But I just couldn't find exactly what I wanted. So at least in that size. I'm leaving the coral. I know some of you may go, wait a minute. And I think I left it last year too, because I incorporated that color. And that's a beautiful fall color. It's a very beautiful burgundy color that a lot of the leaves will start changing to. So we're leaving that. And of course, I don't ever take down this mirror. This is huge. It's goes way beyond down there, quite a ways. And I didn't want to, I've already hung, so this was already decorated. So I didn't climb on a ladder and take down that wreath holder. So I'm leaving that there. And then that light. And this is a real fig. So I leave him here and I just kind of twirl him around so that his leaves don't go all in one direction. But that's what we're going to start with today. All right, I'm going to start with the base here. So we know, if you've been watching, you know my inspiration in general for fall was also a challenge, and that was to use navy. I've never used navy. I really didn't think it would be very easy. But here I am finding all kinds of navy decor and really enjoying the mix. And so while that was my overall fall color story inspiration for this room, I think what happened is when I went into Michael's, and there's no navy in this at all, I ran across these. There's 3 of them. This is the largest, and they all have a slightly different picture, and I have shown them to you in a haul. Just an empty, it's a velvet lined box. I just fell in love with it as a piece of art. And that was the color, you know, I definitely, well, I'm wearing navy, so navy looks great with it. And these are my color inspirations, and that's where I'm headed over here. This will end up over there, so you will see it, but not very well, because you could see all the visual is mainly up there and here. Okay, let's start with the console. This garland has, I know the first year we were here, it was in my husband's studio, or his study. And it is magnolia leaves, mostly bright orange, a couple of well-placed pine cones. But other than that, it is a very simple garland. And I just loved, I'm shocking myself. Because I'm about to say I just loved the orange. And normally I say I don't, but I love it. So your taste can always change. Let's see. Yeah, you can see me. Even if you just used this, I kind of folded it out a little because I'm gonna do some placement of items back here, but if you had just pushed it back, it would just, I mean, it's just enough. It's so striking. It's just a very striking garland. So I'm gonna build up a really quiet pumpkin space here. And I've got 1, 2, 3, I have 4 pumpkins of all different sizes, but all the same. I love this. It's a very soft, like a pillow, but the texture is definitely visual, and each of them have a little tag on them that says something different. This one says thankful. So I tried some other items along here, some candles, and I just don't even recall what all. And it just took away. Sometimes if you just want something to pop, you need to leave it to be the star. And that's what I chose to do here. Next, I'm gonna hang a wreath from that wreath hanger. And this wreath, wow, wow, wow. You guys, I should get that little book. Let me go get it. I think you can see how well this is incorporating what I was getting, especially right here. This little group of leaves has so many of the same colors. So it really is, it becomes like, I don't know, like a game. It's easy to match things when you have something that's your inspiration. And I saw this, and I don't know if I would have normally been drawn to it, but I loved it, and it was this year at Hobby Lobby, and I just found it to be probably one of the prettiest wreaths that they carried this year. It's just really stunning. I love it. I really do love it. It's the orange laying on that super neutral piece of furniture and then popping neutral on top of that is such a dramatic contrast. And certain things meld away. The lamps do not stand out. But then the matting on my picture stands out, and the leaves, I don't know, if you look at the top, there's definitely that same color. I could see some on the sides as well of the burgundy in that wreath. So it really does just pull everything together, and it's so simple. It's so simple, you guys. It's 3 basic elements: a wreath, some pumpkins, and a garland. And it's stunning, super simple. You don't have to use an expensive wreath. You can make your own wreath. You don't have to use that garland, of course. I don't know where I got that garland. If I knew and I could buy more of it, I would, because I love it. And the pumpkins, you know, any pumpkins would work. They don't have to be cloth or anything like that. So you could easily build something like this yourself and not spend a lot of money. My lower shelves don't get a lot of visual because unlike if they were setting against the back of a sofa and the sofa was in a place in the house where you would walk up and see it, you would see a lot. But right now I even have the sofa pushed so I can get inside here to film. So it's not easily seen. So I don't spend a lot of time with really extravagant thought processes. I am going to put that big book there. I had tried having the book stand up here because it's so gorgeous. I had it on the table, but there's 2 other ones that are smaller, and I really just wanted to pull that color down into this space. So that's what I'm just putting that there, and I'm going to grab a couple photos and some books, and we'll just kind of work this out. If you have collections, especially some particular author, this one's all the same author, or maybe you have a genre that you like, you know, they don't have to be fancy books, you guys. Most of these are paperback. And I do not mind that you're just going to see the spines. A lot of people have a thing about covering up spines, and that's fine if you do. But don't think you have to do that kind of thing. So I have about, it looks like 3 hardbacks, maybe 4. And why do I have these? Charles Finch happens to be a very good, the Lennox Mysteries, Charles Lennox Mysteries. He happens to be a very good writer. And he also happens to be the nephew of one of my husband and mine's really good friends. So my husband usually buys me one of his books every year, and this is some of the collection. And I am going to set it up down here on the second shelf. I decided to kind of mix this up and kind of put those at an angle just to change the height in that. And then I have a little spot there, so I've got a little place where I can add, you know, something, which I think I've got some baskets over there that I often use here. So I'm going to go grab those and put them over here. Pumpkin would work too. All right, this is something I've used often, and I've had these for probably 3 years. Got them on Amazon. I absolutely love them. They're a great size. If you saw my kitchen vignette, you saw that I went ahead and bought the larger version. And I wish there was something in between, and maybe there is, because those were almost too large for me. But they always are a great little option for just adding some texture and color to a spot. The other thing is they're super useful. If I had these out on my table, I could keep my remotes in there. I could keep a pack of cards in there, or dice or some small game. So there's always things that you can do with stuff like that. All right, and then I went through my gear or my stash, and I saw this. It's definitely got some fall aspects to it. Already had all the pine cones in it. To pop that down here, I left these books. These books were, I don't know if they were already in this particular stack, but I just went ahead and left them. So that just picks up it'll with that glistening piece down there, that really can catch your eye. And at this point, one more thing I found. This is really not very fall, although I could, if I took the green out, I could kind of make it more fall. I really don't have a lot of green in here. There's just the very mildest greens. So these are a little, but I do have this. So anyway, this was downstairs in my stash. So I thought, well, let me just, I just needed an element, and I like the texture of the basket. I love the balls that are, I don't know, like a twiggy rope material. Next, I'm going to pop in a couple pictures, same ones I keep out here probably all the time. One set there. I think I'll put the other one. Oh, well, there's only one choice here. At this point, I grab things that are very sentimental to me that I like having out in my room. I have some playing cards here that I keep out. Just keeping it handy for games. And then on the top, I just decided I like to keep my father's Bibles from the war. Some of you have never seen these before. This one actually has metal on it. I remember I'm not sure if this is, I'm gonna have to get my dad's story out and read it. I'm pretty sure he told me this was in his pocket. Oh my gosh, I think his initials are on there, and I never saw that before. Anyway, yes, I'm sure they are. Or, oh no, I see it now. It says the Holy Bible 1949 or something. No, it wouldn't be 49. I'm gonna have to look at that better. Anyway, you guys, I feel like he told me that a bullet was stopped. It was in his pocket. His breast pocket. All right, let me step back and see, or step sideways. I can't step anywheres back. So I have a little space, not a big one, right there, which I'm gonna leave alone, and a little space there. I don't mind having some resting space, but I will tell you that we keep some of the kids' games in here. Off and on. So we might have Cootie, or I can't remember the other ones that are over there. I'm looking at them because we had them packed for vacation. But here we have really a very strong vignette for our family room. I know it was a short one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying getting ideas for what you're thinking about doing for fall. Most of you said you're going to start around September 1st, which is only a couple weeks away. So I'm really wanting to get you as many ideas out there beforehand as possible, especially if you're going to order anything from Amazon or Kirkland's, or you're going to visit Michael's. I think I may be headed back to Hobby Lobby just because I want to see what other wreaths they have for my front doors. I did something on my front doors very quickly because we were leaving, but it's underwhelming. Maybe I'll show it to you before I change it. But I will be back hopefully later today with another video for those who want to join me on the 10-day challenge. And then I'll come back with, I think we're going to do the rest of the family room in my next video. And oh my goodness, it is so beautiful and I can't wait to share it with you. And I hope that some of the ideas and colors will inspire you in what you're doing. I link everything I can below, even if it's not the same. It will be something that I think would be beautiful. And I love it when you shop my links. I thank you very much. It's very helpful in supporting my channel. I really love it when you give me likes. And for all of you who are watching, who are not subscribed, it's free. So just press the subscription button. If you're doing it on your television, all you have to do is pick up your phone and go to YouTube, look up Your Home, Your Happy Place, and you'll find me there, and you can press the subscribe button, and that's also how you find the links. So underneath my movie, there will be a little bitty description started, and then it'll say more or ... And if you just click that, you will open up a whole world of shopping for you and links that I have put. So I can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Mwah!